Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys know what it is. Welcome back to the Sneaker Source podcast. As always, you got your boys, Sean Alonto. We got Ricky Ricardo over here to my right. How we doing, Richie?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's been a blessed couple weeks. Can't complain, you know.
Can't complain. We just got back from patio. One of our top spots, I'd say, Cactus Club, off the Sherry. So again, if you guys are out, hit up that spot. You might see us there. 90% chance you'll see us there on the weekends because we're usually always there. But yeah, we've been good. We've been blessed. If you're new to the channel, again, you guys like anything and everything sneaker related, you want to hear some humorous stuff, you're at the right spot. So make sure you guys like today's episode and make sure you guys actually subscribe. All right, that's good. So recap of last episode, we had a special guest here. We had he became really close to us. I'd say really close. Cal Marsh here, amazing writer. We can talk, like I said, he did work for GQ, he did work for Complex, New York Times, many other articles or many other magazines and newspapers. But yeah, we had him on our last episode, so make sure you guys check that out. That was a great episode. We were very organic, very natural. I love that one. That was a good one for us.
Yeah, start off, like random relationship, but now like we have like a little group chat going, and we talk about sneakers, and we do like a full would you guys cop sort of thing. So he's become like a good friend now. So
yeah, no, it was good. It's good, and I like the shirt. Talking about shirts, we got a lot of merchant, guys. We can talk about hats. We can talk about the basics. What we got? We got merch on merch, man. We got tees. We got hats, we got more shirts, we got everything here, all right? So make sure you guys check out the merch. You know, the one thing I like about having our own merch is like, instead of like going online trying to search for like a shirt you like, we can just design it ourselves. So that's why I actually really like is we actually get to design tees that we always wanted, but we can never find. Even like the colors. Obviously, summer coming up, we'll be pushing out a lot of summer colors now. Recently, we just pushed out a Percy shirt. Really, just summer waves, man. Really good colorways there we got there. But yeah.
It's on the merch thing. I think we're gonna do we'll do like a discount code for August, just because we want more people to get this stuff because it's like actually very good quality, guys. Like
amazing quality.
I think Sean was saying one time he put it in the dryer by accident. One of the essential shirts, and same fit, same everything. The quality is amazing. So you guys get over there, cop like 300 of these bitches, get your aunts and uncles, grandmas,
get them swagged out,
grandma, whatever you want, like get them these shirts. Amazing quality, you guys won't be disappointed.
Yeah, man. Merch is great. But yeah, and we posted something early today on Instagram, just asking for like just questions, anything sneaker related. We got a few people hit us up. We're going to choose two on these episodes that we don't have our special guest on. We'll do two questions every time here. So let's start it off. One of our greater clients now. He picked up probably like maybe 7-8 pairs, I want to say. Brady, yeah. Brady.
Bro, shout out to Brady.
Shout out to Brady. He picked up some fire pairs too, man. So his question here, I'll let you answer this one first. The best non-collab sneaker this year on popularity and hype. What would be the best non-collab sneaker that you can think of?
2021, we're going 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hyper Royals, I think.
You took mine. Yeah.
For me. Oh, my bad. I take it.
Yeah, no. Went first. Damn it.
It's undefeated Hyper Royal. So I actually don't have them. Do you?
No, I seen one like for a really good price. I was about to pull the trigger, but I have another pair of mine. So, okay. But that would be it. The J1 Hyper Royal, and then we obviously can talk about UNC's as well. The
Dunks,
yeah. Anything UNC, I always say it every other episode. Those will move, but yeah, I have to agree with Richard. That J1 Hyper Royal for a non-collab, that's gonna be the best. But let's real quick collab. What would be the best collab this year?
This year, I think 2021. Man, it's hard. You put me on the spot there. No, you go first, and then I'll go.
It's coming out. We were talking about like a few days ago. It's coming out, the Travis Scott J1 with the blue on there. I love those, man. I love it. It grew on me. First I was like, it's a little iffy, but when I kept looking at it, I'm like, that's a nice pair. If I can scoop those, Jesus Christ.
I think no, you okay? So now if we're gonna go to the full year and then things coming up, then definitely the J2s.
Yes. We talked about that last episode.
Virgil's gonna come out with some heavy shit this year, so get ready for that. And it's gonna be a banger. I think that's gonna be my first J2. If I can hit, if
Bro,
not,
if you can get it,
yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah, if I can get it.
For a good
like,
price.
I think everyone thinks that we get like these shoes easier than what you guys get it.
No.
We do it. It's the same process for us
Same
guys.
process.
So we're like constantly trying to battle for shoes, and we're like I'd say 80% of the time we pay resale just like you guys. So don't be alarmed that we don't have certain shoes like the Hyper Rolls. We both don't have it, but we both want them bad.
Yeah.
But they're like what, $6 now.
Yeah.
So.
I saw it on someone selling them for like $4.55. So I was like, I should have pulled the trigger. But as soon as someone posted the bin, the buy it now price, so I'm ready to grab them. But so I actually like those. If we could get our hands on that J2, geez, those are nice. Next question, obviously a close friend here. We got Chris Cedros over here, and he just picked up his dunks. He had the Spartan green or the team green, if you want to call it that. His question is, how do you lace up certain kicks? So certain kicks. Let's go through the main ones. Let's talk about J1s. How would you lace up your J1s?
I'm like usually different than a lot of people. The main way I guess to lace up J1 is kind of to really loosen it from the bottom, and then you work your way to the top so that your laces are pretty much, you have no more laces, and then at the end you kind of have the laces kind of sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the number one, I guess, most popular way to lace it. I like it laced to where everything's kind of tight in the middle, and I have the last holes, instead of going out, I have them going in. So I take them out, I put them going in, and then I put them under, because I wear orthotics, and I have to wear them with every shoe. So when I put the orthotics in, the laces actually get covered by them and they go inside, so I don't feel them under my foot. So it works out for me. So it's like a clean look for me. I don't like things sticking out of my shoes. How about you?
I like I'm with Richard. But for J1s, I'll talk about J1s. The highs, I don't like to choke them. Yeah, like Richard said, I like them a little loose. But on Instagram and TikTok, whatever, I see some people, they lace them up like all the way to the top. I could see it. Like, so some days I'll switch it up now. I'm gonna try it up, but for the most part, I'm really quick. I want to be in and out of the door. I'm gonna keep them loose, slip them in, slip them out, that kind of thing. But on certain pairs, like we can talk about like Yeezys, like so more the athletic brand, like those. I think I'd have to tie them up. I'd lace them up. I'd still, again, I don't like the big bow ties or anything.
Yeah.
So the recent Yeezys, the 350s, you want guys to talk about it. They come with that little piece where you don't have to lace them up anymore.
Oh, true.
They just slip them on.
Yeah.
So, but on like the older releases, you still gotta lace them up and you gotta tie them up and everything. But for those like athletic style pairs, I think I gotta lace them up, but not the major, like big loops. I tuck them in somehow so they're not very just noticeable kind of thing. So, but yeah.
Depends what look you're going for. Like a lot of people do the old school look, even with the J1s, right? If it's something high on your ankle, they actually tie them really tight all the way up to the top, and they do like a big bow at the top, and that's like old school. Like if you have like your pants in there and everything like that, and you want to like put them into your socks or whatever, that's a good look like that way too.
No, I agree. Well, no, thank you guys for the questions, and we'll do this every episode where it's just me and Rich and I, and it's always fun doing like on the spot questions, and especially when it's sneaker related, we love doing that. So guys, keep it up here. Let's talk about July. We talked even going to August. We talked earlier in our last episode, not with the one with Cal, the one before that July was going to be a slow month, which it was. Even again, we're still in July and it's still looking kind of slow here. But let's talk about the hits and bricks so far in July. I'll let you start off. What would be your biggest hit in July?
Yeah, so my hit for July was definitely the LeBron South Beach. So LeBron South Beach, guys, check that out. Obviously, super exclusive pair. I heard from one of our guys that gets shoes for us. 100 pairs, maybe 200 max, released in Canada online. I don't think there was any store releases for that one. So super like exclusive shoe. I wanted to get for personal, but I couldn't get it, unfortunately. I love that colorway. And my should we do one hit or?
Well, let me do my hit.
Yeah, do your hit.
But while we're talking about the LeBrons, I remember when we first started this, that was one shoe you really wanted. You're like, out of all LeBrons, I remember like more than a year ago already, we're talking about those LeBrons with the South Beach ones. I remember you wanted those.
Yeah.
You're like, that was the one pair you'd grab. So it's interesting that they re-released like this year. But let's go with my hit. No, do your brick. We'll bounce it out there. Since we're on
Yeah,
you.
my brick is my brick would be the Jordan 4 Oreos, and a lot of people have it as hits. Maybe a controversial choice, but the reason why is because there was a lot more pairs released than expected. So when I say bricks, guys, don't take it as in like it's ugly to wear or anything. It's obviously a very good shoe. I have it. I have a Percy, and I think Sean, you have a Percy too? Yeah. So we both have Percy's on those. Like it's a popular shoe. It's a very crazy colorway, but I just think like it was a lot in bricks in terms of like a reseller thing. A lot of pairs got released, and when it released in stores, a lot of people found it in stores as well. So that's why I'm saying brick on those.
Which is funny because like when I go into my hit, like you said, a lot of people are gonna think it's hit. From my hit of July, just because there wasn't any like crazy releases, like the other one I can only think of right off the top of the head would be like that Jordan 3 Racer Blue. Even that one was a surprise. We thought they would like they'd be like sitting for a bit, but they sold out real quick on Foot Locker. But
It's always been like that, bro.
I know.
Every time we think it's gonna be a trash shoe, it's always like exclusive and it sells out in 1 second.
yeah. Always,
Like, every
always,
time.
guys. We're not even joking here. But yeah, my hit would have to be the like. I'm gonna go against Rich here, but the Jordan 4 Oreo, just because we had so many people that hit us up. Yeah, there were a lot of pairs, but I guess a lot of people weren't secure and they didn't even like. Maybe, were they? They're the only reason I'd say they were sitting on stores, is just because, not like people weren't going into stores yet. Like now, like stores have just opened up, which we'll dive into. But stores just opened up, so that'd be a main reason why like a lot of pairs were sitting in stores. But for me, just because there were a lot of people hitting us up for it, and we probably had what 10 to 12 pairs, I would say.
Yeah.
We moved those fast, just because when you think summer with we got the all white with the gray, you're gonna wear the high socks with it. Easy summer fit with those. But my brick, the Jordan 6 neon greens. Funny that I know in our group chat, me, you, Cal, was it you or Cal that sent it out? They're like, oh, these are nice. I'm like,
Oh, I sent it out. Guys, check out Sports Check online. They have random Jordans on there, by the way.
Yeah.
But I sent it to Cal. There's a full size run on there as of now. If you guys want it for retail. But if you like Jordan 6s, guys, go get that up.
Yeah.
Go pick that up because it's actually a nice pair. You have it as your brick, but you can explain why it's your brick in a second. But yeah.
Brick as in like just because you have a full size run, they weren't moving. But that's the thing with the 6s, the 7s. There's a lot more pairs there, but they tend to sit just because your OG heads are they're gonna flag towards those ones because they sentimental value towards them. Like they saw Jordan wearing that up. But for all our new generation guys that maybe they didn't watch Jordan growing up, they're just catching up on Jordan highlights right now. But they're just getting into it. But when you look at what's easier to rock on a daily basis, we're gonna think Jordan 1s. We're gonna think Jordan 3s, the 4s. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, 6 is hard to pull off.
6 are hard to pull off. That's more athletic look, or like, and if you're wearing short, or not even shorts, if you're wearing like the joggers, but they're still a nice pair. I want to say every Jordan's a nice pair. Is everyone gonna sell out? Not per se. But on the topic of like in stores, we just want to again take this time to educate you guys. A lot of this stuff with obviously with the lockdowns, with COVID, there's been again all the stores obviously closed. So, but now with stores opening up, a lot of these places, a lot of these stores, and there's been a lot of new stores opening up, are slowly releasing these pairs that are super exclusive. But I'm gonna let you dive into it because I know you actually take the time. You live really close to Shareway, so you can hit them up. So why don't you educate these guys on in stores? What's like the best process? What are some quick tips for these guys just to get them going?
Yeah. So essentially, 50% of stock is allocated to stores, and 50% of stock is pretty much allocated to online shopping. Mm-hmm. So there's if you're not comfortable with online shopping, you need to try the shoe out. You need to go in, and you are a sneakerhead. As you know now, it's really hard to get shoes. Mm-hmm. So I'll give you guys some quick tips on how to acquire these shoes, pretty much. So one thing is like knowing where you're supposed to go, right? So I'm gonna list some stores for you guys, some quick tips in the GTA. You guys can hit up those stores. I have a list here. We got Foot Locker, Eaton Center, which is the flagship store. You hit that store up, it's probably got the best stock, the most exclusive, and every drop on every shoe is gonna be there. Not all Foot Lockers, guys, so sort of pay attention here as well. You got Foot Locker Scarborough, mm-hmm. which is super crazy as well. They release just as much as actually as the Eden Center, because I even like when I go pick up pairs for myself, like a lot of people are from Scarborough, so and then you got Foot Locker Yorkdale, and also Nike Yorkdale as well. So those, it's like a hit and miss. You can go there, you're most likely gonna find some good pairs, but you gotta like start knowing like the kind of the manager sort of thing, you know, like building connections, networking. Foot Locker Woodbine, this one is like is like an undercover treasure. So if you live around that area, you live like kind of north of Tobico area-ish. Rexdale area, you want to hit up that place. But I'll get into when you should hit it up soon. You got Champ Sherway. Champ Sherway is a hidden gem. Foot Locker Sherway is actually horrible. So it doesn't matter when you go, any time of year you go, it's got the worst selection I've ever seen in my life. So don't go to Foot Locker Sherway, but go to Foot Locker. Go to Champ Sherway, okay?
Yeah.
So then we got Champs downtown as well. Obviously, anything downtown is gonna have all the pairs, and then you got retail stores as well in Square One. You have like your Champs. I don't know if there's Champs in Square One, but I know there's Foot Locker there. Hit that up, and then you got like stores like Hotbox. Hotbox is way overpriced, guys. If you ever buy a shoe from Hotbox, then consider yourself robbed, because you're literally paying more than StockX prices. In some cases, no, but like for the most of the time, come to us, ask us first before you go to Hotbox. We'll tell you straight up if we can match it or not, or like 99% we're way cheaper. And then I know there's that new store Out of This World as well.
Out of This World.
Size just opened up downtown. Out of This World just opened up in Bramley. Check that out, guys. Those stores are pretty cool. They have like all the pairs you need, but again, you still want to go to your resellers. Just because we're cheaper and we just have a lot more access to stock. Like those, it's like kind of, I don't know, it's like you're gonna go buy a chocolate bar, right? And you just want just chocolate bar. You're instead of going to like a random convenience store, you go to like downtown, like whatever, Ferrero Rocher or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're paying top dollar for the same kind of chocolate sort of thing. So you want to come to the resellers. We'll hook you guys up with price or whatever. If it's too expensive, guys, let us know as well, and we can try to like match whatever price you found it for.
That's the thing with these consignment shops like Hotbox. You mentioned Out of the World. I think there's a place like Parlor. Like before we even started, I was always looking at these places just to see what the prices were. But you gotta remember, these are the places their target market is people that don't want to do the research. They're people that you're looking for a pair. We got it. Not saying it's gonna be the best price, but guess what? We got it. So if you want it, it's here. This is the price, and that's it. So if you got the money, you don't want to do the research. That's where they're gonna make their best bang in the buck. But then again, if you take the time to look up other resellers, the locals, I'm sure you could save at $50. You can talk about $100, even $200. More. Because like you went to the Hotbox. That was in Sherwood. And I remember you told me the prices were kind of jacked up. Yeah, you want to give your experience with that?
Yeah, I checked out Hotbox on Sherway, and honestly, the prices were literally $200 more than anything we offer. I asked about a bunch of shoes, and even for myself, I was just like wondering, right? So definitely avoid those stores if you can. But not to say if you have the money and you don't like care to like wait for a product, because we usually have 2-week shipping time. If you don't like want to wait, you want it on the spot, you need it for like a birthday party, you need it for like on the day, go like feel free to buy it. Like those stores, check them out, guys. But like at the same time, you're paying premium, right? Like you're always paying premium for that. So if you don't care about it and you got the loot, then I would say go ahead. But the biggest thing I would say to take away from in-store shopping would be essentially go to these stores that I just mentioned there. If there is a release, there's usually a release on Foot Locker app or like a Champs app or something like that. Get there at around 5 or 6 a.m. Stores usually open at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see a massive line in front of these stores, and it goes like outside the mall and stuff like that. They'll usually give you a ticket, so they won't make you wait for like 5-6 hours. They'll usually give you like a number.
That's true.
So it's good to know that. So like you go at like 4 or 5 a.m. You get your ticket and you go back home. Sleep for a couple hours, come back later when it's like 11 o'clock or whenever the store opens, and there's no rush. You already know you secured the pair. So if you get the ticket, you already know you're gonna get the pair. And then if you don't make it in that time, I would suggest getting a raffle. There's a lot of stores that do in-store raffles still. It's not really as rare as it used to be back in the day. But in-store raffles, I signed up for the mochas. Remember that?
Yeah,
last
yeah, I
year?
remember.
Yeah,
I
so
signed up for it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Sherway and I lined up. And what they do is they take your name down and then they do a raffle of like, however many people they can, and they give you the shoes. So raffle, line up at 6 a.m., line up at these stores. If not, join something that's called a cook group. Go on Facebook and look up cook group. It's groups that literally tell you about all the shoe release dates and what stores are dropping, how many pairs and all that stuff. So you guys will benefit from that.
Mm-hmm. And one thing to mention with in-stores is, yeah, a lot of companies it's so easy just to pump out pairs online. Because why not? Oh, you don't have to worry about bringing the stores in. You can deliver it.
Yeah.
But guys, trust me, these stores want to bring it in store because you get the foot traffic, right? So online, you gain one shoe. You're not gonna buy like the accessories. You're not gonna buy the socks. You're not gonna buy the shoe cleaner. You're not gonna buy that tee that fits that outfit.
True.
Right? So in
Very
stores,
true.
they want to see the lineups like any club. Like you go to any bar or club. They want to make you guys wait outside just so people can see that this place is bumping right now.
Yep.
Right? So a lot of places will have those hidden gems. There's one place I didn't even know they had these. I met up with a guy. I picked up some dunks off him. It was a retailer Inc. store. This was in Square One. He showed me the receipt. I'm like, bro, what is this? I never even heard of this place because I'm used to the Foot Locker, the Champs. I'm like, what is this? He's like, yeah, my boy works this place. So they get like anything Nike, they'll get. So they had the Nike, the Pandas, the black and white ones.
Okay.
And he had a bunch of them. He's like, yeah, if you want this, he sold them for like 300, and these things go easy 330, 350.
Yeah.
Right. So, but also another thing with I love that you mentioned all the stores and how they're different is, so say Nike decides to release the mochas on this certain date. It doesn't mean Foot Locker is going to release it on that same date. It doesn't mean Champs is going to release it on that same date. It doesn't even mean they're going to release on the same time. So we mentioned in this one other episode that it's nice to have an in-store plug or someone that you trust, that someone that can help you out, because they'll tell you. And then even them, they know the day of. We had an in-store plug too at one time, and even she told us she was like honestly I don't even know, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. And this is like the day of the release. I'm like, how do you not know? Like you guys don't know a week in advance. He's like, we literally, our manager gets a message, we get a text, and then we release it. And it's not even like you said opening at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. They don't even drop it at that certain time when the mall opens up. They'll do it like 1 o'clock, like middle of the day or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes later at night. I remember there was one release. Remember you pulled up to the mall, and then like you're like, oh, they didn't drop it. And then like maybe 3 or 4 hours after, like they dropped it like 4 o'clock.
And then I got there late.
Yeah.
It only took me 15 minutes to get
Yeah,
there.
and you live real close to Sherwood.
Yeah.
But like that's what I mean. Like that's the thing with in stores is it's like
You gotta have the plug.
You gotta have the plug to be time efficient. That's something me and this guy, we don't really have a lot of time, so we like to have the it's here, the online source. So, but for you other resellers, if you guys have the time, it's always nice. Make connections, man. If you don't have any connections, hit up a Foot Locker, hit up a Champs, talk to the people.
It takes a lot of work, guys.
It does take a lot of people.
Like to become like a reseller and get a lot of stock and stuff like that, it doesn't come easy. You gotta like put in your work for like it takes months, man. Sometimes like years. So, but when you get there, it's gratifying. So don't think it's gonna come to you like that. For resellers, you gotta put in your time and it'll pay off.
You definitely do. And one thing about in stores too is don't think managers love resellers. Some managers hate resellers. We can talk about different. So I'm not gonna put anyone on the spot. But like, there's some stores that like they know that you're buying 1, 2, 3 pairs.
Just to resell.
Just to resell. They're not gonna entertain you. They're gonna give you that.
They might lie.
They might lie. They might have like 10 boxes in the back. They're like, no, we didn't get those. What are you I didn't even hear that shoe. So, but any more tips for in store?
No, I'm saying for now, like for all you peeps want some heat, hit up the in-store first. If you don't find it, hit us up, and we got you covered.
Look good. All right, well that's our education tip with in-store tips here. Let's hit them with.
We got the best segment.
We got the best segment. We got the
month.
Hit them up with it. Hit them up.
Man, this is the craziest clown of the month. Clown of the month.
It's a shame.
So this month's clown of the month, man, it's a special. It's actually 2 people this time, not just one person, bro.
Who we got?
Bro, it's actually us. And you know, I'm gonna take a little drink. Cheers.
It's a shame. Sorry, guys.
Our favorite thing to say is cheers, but in this case, you know, we're cheersing to essentially, you know, we're the clowns of the month, and the reason is because we had some major delays. And if you're one of those 6 people that are watching this podcast, we're very sorry for those delays.
Deepest apologies.
I think people ordered in May, bro, and they're still waiting.
It was early May.
It's ridiculous. It's kind of like what's it called? What's that company that doesn't ship?
Antisocial. Bro.
Antisocial Club.
Bro, they're worse than us, I'd say.
We've been waiting since April for our shipment, so at least you guys are not as bad. But sometimes things happen, guys, and like even within, you know, from the States to Canada, where we get a lot of our pairs, sometimes border control and border security is just very strict, and like they forget about things and they have to do their protocol. So that's our fault on that, and you know, we already those people kind of ordered from us before, so they already know like that we don't do this often. And for those that do order, it's usually 2 weeks max. And people after that have all been getting orders, so I feel kind of shitty.
I know.
But it is what it is. You guys will get your pairs ASAP. Hopefully, you guys don't hate us too much. But yeah, we're the clowns of the month.
We're the clowns of the month, and that's what happens when you gotta order pairs. Again, a lot of our pairs we get local too. Don't think we get all our pairs out of Canada, but sometimes we get them overseas from like Rich was saying, from Asia, from Europe, from Australia. Who knows? But wherever the best price is. But yeah, sometimes it has to clear the border. Customs are examined. But this has been a long one. Obviously with the COVID, it was like right when like the lockdown started up again. So it sucked because it delayed a lot, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We wish we could go up there and do everything for them, but unfortunately we can't. But like Richard said, deepest apologies to those that got hit by it. But that's the clown of the month, man. It sucks to be the clown. Now I know.
Now I know what it's like to be the clown,
It sucks, man. It sucks. I actually feel like it hurts. It hurts.
Hopefully never again.
Never again. Hopefully never again. Actually, never again. We're not gonna let this happen again. But let's change the topic. We got to go into our Facebook Chronicles here. Not a lot of scams. Not a lot of scams in July. Not a lot of scams this month. Only a few that I actually just recently picked up, because we're always scrubbing the internet. We're always scrubbing our Facebook groups just to see, because like we said before, there's like on a daily, weekly, monthly, there used to be scams like here right. But I guess people are getting smarter now. People are getting smarter, so not a lot of scams. But there has been one that popped up recently. It reminded me one story that you mentioned in probably our first episode, one scam that you had here. But so what happened was a guy's little brother went onto the Instagram page. He wanted to purchase some Jordan 4 Raptors. The guy would ask, like, are you offering shipping? Because it's too far for me to drive out. The guy said, yeah, I offer shipping. What's your shipping details? Before I actually ship off the package, I'm going to need the money up front in advance, and I'll ship the package off to you. So
Classic mistake.
Classic mistake. So the kid sent on his details. All right, good. That's safe. So he's making the label. Voila. Day 1 goes by. Ghost. Didn't hear back from this guy. Day 2. Hey, did you drop out the package? Ghost. So this reminded me a lot of your story. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because I remember one day this guy even went beyond this guy. Your guy went to the Canada Post, took a picture of himself in the line with like the box, and he just didn't ship out the shoes.
And then he said, "Send me the e-transfer." I sent it.
Yeah.
And then he didn't send the shoe.
So very, very similar story with this guy. So one quick tip: obviously the guy didn't get his shoes and he got scammed, and everyone's just creating more exposure around it. So one quick tip with this one is, anytime you're dealing with a reseller or seller that can only ship because they're too far for you to drive out, one thing that we like to do is we like to offer like a deposit first. So send over a $15 deposit so we can create that shipping label for you. Before we even ask for the remaining amount, we're going to actually drive out to the Canada Post. We're going to take a picture of your box with the shipping label on top of it or stuck onto it with the associate, whatever it may be. And before we actually hand to the associate to protect us as sellers, we're going to ask you as the buyer to send off the remaining amount. That way both parties are happy here.
And then as a buyer, I would recommend, if you're buying off Facebook and you're not going to like an IG page like us where you can see a bunch of references, just ask for like 3 references from like their friends that have bought shoes from them before.
Easy.
And if they take long to send those references, it's a red flag. So ask for references. Be like, hey, can I just speak to 3 people that bought shoes off you? Easy.
Yeah. and if they're not willing to take those extra steps, red flag. If they're not willing to take that extra step of asking for deposit, or they're not willing to take the extra step of going to the Canada Post, taking pictures, and
They're
then
making a fuss out of it. It's a red
yeah,
flag.
if they're making a fuss, then blame them, man. That's it. Just cut them off and go to the next. Hit up Sneaker Source Toronto. They're actually pretty good and they have good prices, I heard. But that wraps up just our Facebook Chronicles, and then hopefully there's none. Hopefully there's none going to August. But
Hopefully you guys are not part of Facebook.
yeah,
Chronicles
hopefully you guys are
one
not
day.
part of that, man. It sucks being on the other end of a scam here. But July was slow, Rich. Looking to August, not saying it's gonna be even better. It's a little slower, but there is some better heat. I want to say this month there's some better heat
Less
here.
less shoes, but better heat.
Less shoes, but some fire. August top 3 releases here. We're gonna start off August 7th. We got the Jordan 1 High Pollens here. Nice little retro colorway here. We got the black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I know you have a pair very similar to this, the Nike, the High Dunks.
The Dunk Maze.
The Dunk Maze. Those are fire too, but I got to get to Jordan because these are, I don't know, I guess the silhouette or the shape of the shoe. For me,
Yeah,
I feel like they're better than the Dunks.
What do you guys like? You guys like the Jordan 1 silhouettes? Do you guys like the
Comment, man.
the Dunks? Like, let me know what you guys like better. I like personally the Jordan 1, so I'm probably gonna have to cop these because I'm a Jordan 1 addict. So
Yeah, no, he is. Let's go to August 12th. August 12th, we got another woman exclusive. We always talk about woman exclusive because they come out some
Fire.
some fire, some crazy colorways here. We got the Jordan 1 High Sea Foams, like a mint green, olive green, whatever you want to call it, with some little tint of orange. These guys are fire. These are fire. This might be our first woman exclusive purchase.
yeah.
And not saying it's a bad thing though. They're heaters, man. So hopefully you guys jump on them. I'm sure these won't sit.
The pink laces with the green is crazy.
That always goes crazy. I'm sure these won't sit, but yeah, guys, don't.
That's gonna be my first Percy, I think, women's.
Yeah, no, for sure. Why not, man? These are crazy. And to wrap it up for the top 3 in August 28th, we got. I know you're a big Jordan 4 guy. All of a sudden, we got the Jordan 4 Lightning. Nice yellow colorway. These I know for sure are gonna be banging. Not only because they're 24, they're Jordan 4, but you got the yellow colorway there. Yellow usually pushes out nice. This is a cop for you, my Mr. Jordan 4 guy.
Yeah. I just started copying them. My advice is, don't get any Jordan numbers at all that you haven't worn before because you're just gonna get addicted to them, and there's a reason why people wear them. So that's my short advice to you guys. So that's definitely, I call these the Pikachus because they look like exactly the Pikachu color. So definitely that's a Percy for me. And
Absolutely.
That's a nice fall colorway shoe. So I'm copping for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a cop for sure. I know some people think Jordan 4 is a little clunky, they're a little bulky. When they're on feet, guys, Jordan 4s, they're the wave. They're the wave, man. Now I know. We both know like why people get into it. We thought the same. We like the slim fit, but once you put the Jordan 4s on, they're bangers, man. Crazy silhouette. But that wraps up today's episode. Again, if you guys like anything and everything sneaker related, make sure you guys like today's episode. Make sure you guys subscribe, share, whatever it may be. We're always pushing out some funny content, some good content. And yeah, man.
Grab merch.
We got a lot of merch for you guys. We got hats. We got tees. We got more tees.
We got a bunch of tees. We got brand new releases, Percy shirts.
Yeah, check out our
On
shirt,
the way,
man.
summer colors. Grab that for your grandparents, nieces, nephews,
uncles,
brother-in-laws,
dogs,
maybe
cats.
Maybe your mother-in-law will like
hamsters.
it, or you'll like her.
Yeah. But
All
no.
right, guys. We'll see you guys next month.
See you next episode. Let's go. Cheers.